Cohort, good morning. We are here on this blustery Saturday morning to do some flying in here in DCS. I've at least got part of the Hornet gang up here with us today, Thessarian Shepherd and Facial Fuzz. And we'll see if we get joined by anybody else, but it should be a decent day. I can't edit anything on the server, but it is a public server. It'll be the Pantheon Initiative server number 3, which is the event mission server. No SRS on that one at the moment, though, so it's just the in-game voice if folks are looking to dive in on that. Just getting connected to the server here, and then we will flip this on over to DCS World and get started for today. Okay. Waiting on that to pop up there for us. There it goes. Looking forward to a little bit of flying here this morning. Got coffee here for us. There we go.
Rearming. Copy.
Let's go ahead and get ourselves started here, shall we?
Rearming complete.
Low altitude. Low altitude.
All right, got all those programmed. pylon selected there. Okay, good to go there. Get our alignment started.
Checking in 266.
Got you loud and clear on 266. How am I sounding on 266?
If you are attempting to contact me over 266, I cannot hear anything.
Try the upper antenna on 266. Upper antenna on 266.
Good point. I have no idea where the air radio or where the antenna on my aircraft.
All right, so I can hear Thessarian, which means I'm receiving well.
That's
but
progress.
He's not getting me at all. Which
Getting
is
static, no discernible voice.
turn that radio down just a little more.
No joy. I'll fly over to you and see what I can find.
All right, we are a good jet and ready to taxi.
Chief, remove the wheel chocks. Copy.
But first things first, we're going to need to get rid of this SA6 site. So let's go ahead and program ourselves a waypoint before we get moving. Get ourselves a nice empty spot. And bump, bump. Five, 09er, 641 east. And 116
7
feet.
miles maneuvering. I want to fly over to you first and see if I can't get anything.
.205 taxiing the runway.
There we go. I got you now.
Yeah, I think it really is just a matter of line of sight.
Understood. You're also really... Currently loaded myself with 2 AMRAMs, 2 9Xs, and 4 HARM.
Wall-to-wall JDAMs with my usual defensive loadout.
Rod. Additional, I noticed we can still see enemy units on the F10 map.
Yeah, I have to make sure that I edit that for the next version of this one. Just pull that one completely out. That's okay, though. There's still plenty of things out here to kill us, and I'm not overly concerned.
Neither am I. Do we know type of enemy fighter?
Anything in the Iranian Air Force arsenal could include 31s, 25s, 29s, 23s, 21s.
Semi-actives only or any active?
Full range of weapons.
A fur.
I'm going to make an attack first on the SA-6 site there at Al Maktoum.
Anyways, we're gonna settle ourselves in for an orbit just feet dry.
Sounds good. It's a good day for flying here, folks. Alright, we're going to turn on to Bravo, and we'll get on the active runway and be on our way. So while we're sitting here cruising along, for anybody watching the VOD later or those who are participating now, a lot of what I did in the startup is preparation for when I'm going to be actually in the combat zone. You know, programming my MPDs and MPCD. So that way I can be hands off instead of fumbling through buttons trying to find the MFD pages I need. That is not what you want to be doing in a fight. "205 airborne." Let's see where my super friends are. Go ahead and work to rejoin them. There's the Sarian.
SA on my end is showing KA-50's airborne.
Yeah, I put in some special friends for our rotor folk to deal with if they were on. They are protecting several clover leaves that have additional SAM sites and gun platforms on them.
Roger.
Mud from 6s and 11s out there. AWACS is calling. Oh, okay. No, those are all the rotors that AWACS is calling right now.
Yeah. That ain't a rotor.
Not at 10,000 feet, no. Visual on you.
Roger. Having some technical issues with some of the flights, so it'll take us a little bit to get up.
It's alright, let me get a little closer and I'll start shopping for targets.
Roger.
Which in all fairness, with this cloud cover up here, I might have to dip underneath it. Ooh, unless I can get more like that. And that bonfire is a little problematic. I want to push up to about 25 miles or so, and then if I need to, I'll dip below the clouds. Yeah, there goes the Sarian. Alright, let's start marking our targets up. Looks like we got one there. And
32 checking in, 266.
Lima Charlie 266.
I am pleased to report in-game voice is finally fucking working for everybody.
Hip hip hooray.
Radio check.
Lima Charlie 266.
Yay, it's a Christmas miracle.
Talking for Shepherd. Blippity blah blah blah. Alright, let's dip down below the clouds. Ducking down below the clouds to shop for the last target for my 2,000 pounders.
Hey, firm. We'll orbit up here for now.
Alright.
Well, even if you did set it to transmit lower, as soon as the first clear one came through, it almost blew out my speakers anyways, because my radio volume is maxed by default. Thanks, ED. Additional 80 miles to ship, unknown type, Angels 10, Mach 0.5.
All bombs designated. I'm going to push back out to the south so I can use some terrain to get in there.
Alright, first two targets locked up, 60 mile. Mach 0.5, Angels 14, and climbing.
It's all flat terrain here. Not one decent hill.
I am back after my headset died. Type fish.
Studying the terrain here, it might be better for me to come in through the city.
You would have more stuff to stop missiles. Of course, you'd have more stuff to hit as well. Alright, I want to do one more circle, then re-engage and take these two out.
Roger. How are we looking on Talds and Harms?
I got 4 harms myself. Fuzz is bringing up nothing but Tald since he'll have to dip soon.
Roger. I'm just about set up for the run, so I can just orbit and hold here for a minute while we get that sorted.
Of 120s.
I'm going to anchor and hold up here then, and as soon as all that stuff gets into the zone over the airbase, I'll move in. Six is looking at me, not a fan of that.
Sarah, you gonna take this first too?
I am all set to unless you want to take it.
Not really.
Okay, firm.
Such confidence.
Shit. Mudspike SA6 pulling back. Or no. Magnum. Now I'm pulling back.
Heading for the deck, I'm pushing in.
Right. I'm all 15 feet. I can sprinkle some Talds in their direction.
Pull up, pull up, pull up, pull up. Low altitude, low altitude.
Be advised, looks like those 21s dropped down onto the deck.
Pull up,
Unable to pick 'em up.
Pull up, pull up. Pull up, pull up, pull up, pull up. Pull up, pull up, pull up, pull up.
Come on, climb, baby,
I'm
climb.
gonna try and skate around these SAMs and see if I can get a shot on these 21.
Bombs away.
I just saw what looks like an SA-15 down there, maybe?
Yeah, SA is showing a 15 down there. It might intercept 1 or 2, but the rest are gonna get through. I think that also took out my harm, so I'm not sure if I got that sick.
I'm seeing some burner targets down there. More launches from the fort.
Looks some good effects there.
Pushing in for 21. Fox 3. Fox 3. Defensive. And Splash 2.
Good work.
I'm getting locked up by that SA-11 now.
Right, I'm climbing through Angels 24. I can start sprinkling balls if necessary.
Yeah, if you want to go in from the sea, see if you can't toss some shit towards that SA-11 site. I'll see if I can sneak some harms in and knock it out.
Hey, firm.
Or knock some of it out.
Alright, I'm Winchester. I'm going to hustle back to base to get more bombs.
Roger. Shepard, remind me what you went up with. When you first transmitted, it was in a turn and got cut off.
Air to ground.
Type?
J-South.
Roger.
There are a large number of cluster targets and armored targets at that base. Also a couple of strong points there on the roads heading out of it, east and west of the base.
I'll leave it up to you if you want to try and send them in on that base, or come with Fuzz and myself to see if we can knock out that SA-11.
Got it, I'll come help with the 11s.
Hey, Fur. Settle yourself in about where I'm at. I'm going to see if I can wild weasel a couple of launches so you can find the site.
I think that bomb is going to be a little short.
Hey, firm. I'm heading out in your direction.
Right.
Got it coming up the sea.
We'll establish Angels 2-5 up where I'm at and go from there. Fuel states?
14-2.
0.8.
Oh, the bomb actually managed to get there. As an advisor, I think the Tor is still on site at that SA-6 site.
Roger. Once we take our run on this 11, we'll swing back, rearm, and see what we can do about that.
Yeah, if I recall right, that one is a major site, kind of in a large circular soccer or football type field.
That's
Okay, let's get the pod back in snowplow for our transit here.
Discern, when you say the SA-11 site, you mean the one further north of the front line? Like right
Yeah, the
west?
one right in the middle. If you check SA, it's the biggest circle. That SA-11 is going to be one of the bigger problems later down the line. If we can knock it out now, that'll be a good help.
Yeah, no scene.
Once we're all linked up, I'm going to push in. Shit, nails 29. 070. $60 mile.
You do have friendly NASMs and a Roland site located kind of to the southeast, where the rotors start.
Roger. We can also try and pull him back to the fleet southwest.
That would also work. Alright, I might lose you on the radio here, but I'm going to go ahead and begin my descent down to the base.
Right, I've thrown myself up to Angels 33 just purely for the sake of talls.
Shepard, see if you can't. I think that. Stem.
Looking good here so far this morning. I'm pleased that the Hornet Gang is
Let me see
able
if I
to
can,
get the
weasel out where
in-game
that
voice
SA-11
working.
is.
I like the quality of it. Really, the only thing that's kind of missing for me on a personal level on that one is microphone clicks when I push the button like I get on
Okay,
SRS.
yeah, I got it. You see the big airport in the middle of Dubai?
Yeah.
It is south of there. If you look south, you have that big, what looks to be a inland lake.
Could just mark a waypoint for yourselves and build one.
Yeah, good point.
Yeah, just, left alt click on the map and put one in there.
Nails from SA-11.
Yeah, bleed through from me.
Affirm.
So, Shepard, did you see that, lake?
Yeah.
It is to the west of that lake. Look for smoke in the air. It has fired on. See if you can spot. Defend.
I'm looking, but I've got a lot of fucking clouds. Hang on. Yeah, I see it.
Rod,
Right, let me know when to start my run.
stand by, Shepard. Once you got it, pull back. We'll regroup, reassess, and recom.
Yeah, there's a missile coming at me.
Turning for final altifair at 1.5.
Alright, I've trashed the missile on me. Yeah, Shepard, you should be fine to just out energy. How many J cells do you have?
4.
And your other pylon?
Arm.
Roger.
Recommend ducks and harms and then or ducks and JSOWs and then throw the harms out there too.
That was my plan.
You got it, boys. I believe in you.
Low altitude.
Alright, Shepard, let me know when you have everything designated. All weapons ready.
Got it.
In the meantime, we are just going to hold outside of its range.
Fuzz drop his told yet?
Negative. We're gonna send the TALs and the JSOWs at the same time.
Got it. Hang on.
Then after we get the TALs and JSOWs off, I want you and me to run in. We'll set up pre-brief and just toss all our harm.
In a minute, I'm having to run rec controls.
Roger.
Gotta get these boys up and flying more. Okay, since it's just me here on this base, we'll just go ahead and get the rearm and refuel going.
Additionally, when you are ready, Shepard, or when you have a target point designated, give or take in the middle of that site, let me know when you're ready to relay coordinates so we can punch in waypoints for it.
Request refueling.
Roger, ready.
Request rearming.
Alright, we will set waypoint 6. Fuzz, you do not need to do this.
Yep.
Ready.
Hang on, Wait.
This one tour out here in the middle of all this. That's kind of hilarious. Just kind of zipping around looking at stuff here while we're rearming. Just to give you an idea about how some of these sites are set up.
Alright, stand by, ready?
Ready.
North. 251259.
Spike MiG-29. And lost it.
Easting. 561731. Elevation 6 meters.
Could you give me that again? Radio cut.
East 5. Wait.
Break, Shepard, push southwest now. You've got MiG-29s within 15-20 miles of you.
Ah, shit. We got MiG-29s close. Fuzz, you got AMRAP?
We got a pair of them.
Take on those 29.
Hey, for pushing.
Shepard, drag south.
Got it.
Head back towards the fleet. Once you are settled in, I'll need information again.
Question.
Answer.
Can I just set a waypoint and send it to you?
Unfortunately not. I need coordinates read off. I wish it were that easy.
Yeah, it's one of the advantages of the F-16 is that you can transmit data link to the rest of your team.
First time around, comms got cut off in a turn.
Just a quick DL send and off it goes. Oof. All right, I'll sit back down here. Get situated back in my chair.
Ready on you.
Right. North. 251259.
Set.
Say again.
Set.
East. 551731.
Set, and I did get the elevation. Remember, foes, don't get too close to those 11s.
Yeah, trying not to. I think those MiGs have turned around and are bugging out.
Understood. Alright, Shepard, you all set and ready? Alright, let's form back up. Fuzz, you will send in the ducks. Shepard, you will deploy your JSOWs. Fuzz, you will then turn cold. Shepard, you and I will then dive towards the dirt, or dive towards the water, run in fast and low, and then pop up to drop all of our harms at the waypoint in pre-brief. Stand by for harm code. Tell me when you're ready for the harm code.
How many more hits is this Fulcrum gonna take? Here he goes.
115. Confirm code.
Rearming complete.
Shepard. Tell me the code you are trying to enter. It is 115. Code is 115. And make sure you have target selected on the UFC just in case. Excellent. Switch back to JSOWs. Tell me when ready and we'll push in on your go. Alright, let's push in.
Affirm, pushing.
That's
Shepard,
it, lads.
you give the call when Fuzz tosses the tall.
Wait, one, I was facing away from the target. Give me a second.
Roger.
You guys just do one circle so I can get these out ahead of you.
We want them to go in pretty much with the JSOW.
Okay, affirm.
Fuzz, push burner, see if you can't catch up. I'll be running lower power. You and Shepard are close enough, it should work.
Affirm. Alright, set. You want me dropping all my talls?
Every single one of them in a nice spread right to left.
Affirm.
Shepard, when ready, point your nose at the target and drop those JSOWs.
$205 wheels up.
Launch on me.
Send those tall. I'm diving for the water because they're engaging me as well.
Affirm, all ducks deployed, breaking left.
I'm making a run with my harm.
Alright, let's set up another waypoint.
I'm gonna head back to the boat and land because I need to jump off in about 10 minutes.
Good lord, that site's pissed with you boys.
Yep. Magnum 3, pre-brief didn't work. I'm gonna hope.
Oh. Oh, those are getting in. Those are getting in. And they are attacking the ducks primarily. The J-sows are getting in there too. Oh, those J-sows look like they might make it. They're lighting the ducks up like Roman candles. Three of the harms got through too. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Oh, good hit, Shepard. Good hit, Shepard. A lot of damage to that target. Since I don't have to attack in an unguided line, we're going to try and actually attack from the cover of the buildings. Just need to be able to see the target area.
Yeah, I just checked the map. He's on the boat.
Okay, those are set. Let's get under the clouds and take a peek. A little bit of a catch-22 here, isn't it? right. Just about all shopped up. There we go. All bombs set. Morning, Chief. Okay. That'll have to do. Down we go. Rolling in. Master arm is on. Air to ground mode set. They're in hot for the strike.
Low altitude. Low altitude.
Sonic boomed over the top of somebody's pleasure barge. Here we go. Popping up. Come on, JDAM Super Friends, get in range. All bombs released, rolling out.
Over G. Over G. Over G.
Dress rehearsal for hair, boys. Okay, so that site is still a little dangerous. And is going to need a follow-up strike. And judging by the way some of those bombs were killed when they were close to other bombs, might need to separate those out by time and a little distance. Good strike on the site, but it'll need at least one more to be a little better sanitized. You'll be pleased to know, Chief, that in-game voice has been working with our Hornet friends. Giving them the VoIP. Okay, so I haven't bent the wing super bad on the jet yet, but the day is still young. Friendly Mr. Sam site here has a lot of extremely damaged components, but still needs at least one more good pass. I might do wall-to-wall 31s there and then just run them south to north. This airbase has had a lot of its teeth pulled, but there's still an active SA-15. We'll need to get back to that at some point. If I had Trigger with me, I would recommend the two of us attacking the headquarters structure, as we should be able to get in all the way around behind it, and using the cover, some of the hills and other terrain there, take out their air defenses with one aircraft and most of their actual command center structures with the other. Morning, Frost. Sarin MRTB, but that SA-11 site's going to need at least one more hit. So I'm suddenly not getting him on the radio. Here to check in 266. We having new radio problems on 266? That'd be really sad if it stopped working after Thessarian got killed. Oh, we're 8 miles away. We are in fact home. No, what model did you get? Coming in a little quick here on the home run stretch. There we go, we're getting on to speed now.
Low altitude. Low altitude.
Alright, home again, home again.
Request refueling. Request rearming.
Thanks, Frost. I'll take a look at it when I'm done with the stream. See what kind of great thing we've got. Yeah, so we got 13s, ZSU 23s. Couple of 11s, one probably critically damaged, two critically damaged. There's probably only one that can actually shoot anything, if it can see anything, through its toilet paper roll radar, because it's missing its search radar. And some T-55s, and then that site is done. The Sarian might actually be able to deal with it solo. Yeah, there goes the JSOWs and ducks. Ready to check 266. Yeah, it's really weird that I'm not hearing folks on that one where I was earlier. I've set up SRS, but I can't get into the remote server to do it. Which is, in fact, great sadness. Still got another 4,000 pounds of gas to go, so let's see how the Syrian's doing. No, he's trying. SA-11 is putting up a last gasp sort of fight, but he's attacking the Talds and not the JSOWs. They're doing their job of advertising as a much larger radar target. But that defensive posture on that site is greatly weakened, not having any SA-15s or the search radar, and now being out of missiles. Looks like JSOWs are actually a little faster on the glide than the Talds. That's interesting to know. Let's see if this other SA-11... No, they're rearmed. They got missiles. It's just this, the only one that was pointed that direction to go searching for him doesn't. Shepard's first strike in there really weakened the center of this whole place. Let's push off over here for a minute. And we'll watch the show with the camera. We should see, yep, there's a little pops. Well, the one launcher that shot at them was taken out. But we still have a job to do. The aim was good. The problem is the sprinkle containers were a little off. Oh, damn it. I moved too soon.
Rearming complete.
I'll be patient this time and wait for rearming to be complete. Oh wow, the other SAM site on the airbase is trying to engage these ducks. That's funny.
Rearming complete.
Alright, rearming complete. We're good this time. Now we can go blow stuff up. I've officially named the 2,000-pound JDAM bomb loadout as I wasn't asking. I could do that, Frost, but I'm not Cake, so I'm not going to. I prefer to watch actual comedy shows rather than Family Guy. Not entirely fair, I guess. There are some things that Seth MacFarlane does that I kind of like, but I've always been a proponent of all stories should have a beginning, a middle, and an end. And kind of feel like maybe, just maybe, even The Simpsons, you know, like The Simpsons had its heyday, and it's still got some moments every now and then where they kind of hit the nail on the head and deliver again, but it might be time to let some of those things go. Alright, let's go wreck some faces again. The burners are lit, Gondor calls for aid. .205 is airborne and inbound to target area with JDAMs. Okay, that's kind of the target area there, but it's still shrouded by buildings. Alright, am I going to have a break in the clouds here in a minute, or is it going to be mean and inconsiderate? Which is no small degree of irony given that I put up the weather in the clouds in the first place. Alright, let's take her down. Still 50 miles away though. Alright, the siren's coming back to the boat. Feel like we got some decent standoff range from that site, so let's go ahead and start cruising kinda sorta towards it. And then we'll deliver some Christmas presents. Courtesy of the Pentagon. All stations set. Thank you, Thessarians. You boys have been doing some good work here today. I don't know why the radio just decided to not work after you respawn, but at least it was working earlier.
Low altitude. Pull up. Low altitude.
Alright, let's get some Death Star music going here or something.
Low altitude. Low altitude.
Alright, up we get. Oh. I will feel better though if we actually manage to eliminate this place. Choose this bomb. Should have been quicker getting all the bombs off the jet and defending a little more. That said though, here comes the formation of destruction. Alright, there are now no more radar-guided threats at that site. Excellent. Okay, with that though, we are going to go ahead and change our tactics again. Who knows, maybe the radio will work once more for me. Bring up a mix of lighter and heavier JDAMs so we can go back to attacking that runway.
Request rearming. Copy. Scan complete.
Low altitude. Low altitude.
Radio check 266. Perhaps, maybe. I'm also still on the ground, so line of sight might be an issue. Alright, while this is aligning, I'm going to hit the restroom and I will be right back.
Altitude 1, Overlord 1-1, Bra 038470 at 18,000, cold.
Okay, very exciting. I'm back. Let's go ahead and get resituated here. That's all done. Alignment is complete. And the chief removed the wheel chocks there.
Copy. Wheel chocks are now removed.
Set up our bomb programs.
Altitude 1, Overlord 1-1, Bra 039470 at
And for those who might be a little confused as to why I'm actually tapping things on the IFF page right now, getting into the good habit, as very soon that will need to be programmed in some fashion. Once that becomes available for the Strike Eagle. I believe it's coming in the next update for December for DCS, which we should be seeing soon. Let's see. Bomb there. Bomb there.
Colt 2-1, Overlord 1-1, pop-up group 035460 at 2000, cold.
Make Lucky 13 the Tor site that's there. No, okay, well, it's close enough to that. The SA-13s are close enough to the other one that I can figure it out. And then we'll do 14 for that. We're really spreading our bombs out a bit? Sure. But we'll share the love. Okay. Steer points are programmed. (205) taxiing runway. You know, sometimes turning things off, turning it back on again might be helpful, so let's just do that. 205 taxiing active runway. Maybe not. Broadly speaking, my plan is to drop these big boy bombs on top of large clusters of the targets that we got, and use the smaller GBU-38s to do a little bit of plinking. And with any luck at all, we should be able to deal with the 15. And take out the majority of the remainder large clusters on one pass near and around that base. Make it a lot more vulnerable to attack. Actually, I think I want to be up steer point 10 first. So we're going to shop for and mark all of our bombs before we get in and let them have it. With all of the longer range SAM systems in place, we can safely overfly the target area. So fun and exciting as the low altitude toss bombing has been so far today, we'll probably change gears and just do an orbital drop. Been working down a lot of these sites pretty well this morning, though. It's been a good fight. Good cap on station, knocking down aircraft as they get closer. The SAM sites have been putting in some work. It's been a really good morning for flying so far. Yeah, we only had one aircraft loss to the SA-11 too, so that's it's not bad. All right, so if we want to clip this later for E90, I've got my pod up on the left, my smart weapons page on the right, and my armament panel centerline. That's just the way I like to arrange it. It works for me. So dropping a JDAM is as simple as mark the target, transfer from the pod or the radar. Bomb's ready to drop. Easy peasy. We are, however, in the clouds, though, so let's go ahead and drop down. And as I recall, when I coded this waypoint, the first thing I was looking at was a pair of SA-13s. Well, the victim I wanted, the SA-15, is conveniently behind the smoke. Come on, down through the cloud. Oh, they're dead. Someone came and killed them. Probably Chief. Well done, Chief. Chief and Frost. Maybe Thessarian. I don't know. Whoever killed it, thank you. We're going to target SSI-13s again. Actually, no, I've already targeted them. Well, okay, that gives me more bombs to play with on these other waypoints.
Altitude 1, Overlord 1-1, pop-up group 007, 425 at 1000, cold.
Langley's made it to the place. All of our bomb stations are armed and ready to go, so let's go ahead and get up to low Earth orbit here. It does tickle me that with this bomb load I can point up into the sky with full afterburner and the F-15 just goes. Pleasing to the soul it is. I'm going to drop the nose a little bit while I go through this turn. Because our bombs are actually fairly well dispersed over a very wide area. But with sufficient altitude, they should have all the reach in the world to get to where they need to go. Oh man, Chief is coming back to choose violence on that other cam off. You'd love to see it. Go get 'em, boys. 206 in hot for the runway area. Angels 42 and climbing 14 miles. 205 rather, whatever number I am. Clearly I need more Kroger brand coffee, which is our beverage of choice this morning. Chief generally asks that question, so it's important to toss that downrange. Mornings I definitely like the light roasts, breakfast blend type stuff. I got a medium roast coffee in there from Nixon though that he brought in, or rather had shipped from Texas. All right, we are well within the zone, so let's let him have it. Bombs are off the jet. Those bombs are off the jet. Ripple 9. Ripple 9, we are out. Go forth, my explosive friends. This has been one of the attacks of 2023. Oh yeah, check out those results. We have completely eliminated most of the... Actually, I think all of the side groups at the checkpoints are done. Yep, that one's done. That one's got a single T-55 stuck away at it. Look at this KA-50. He's trying. He is on fire and missing a wing. He's trying like hell to get home. The roadblock is done. Support vehicles are done. Yeah, there's really a little bit of rotor cleanup there for the rotorcraft. There's an SA-13 site there, so be careful, lads. And a ZU-23. I think that was an efficient use of our pass. Very solid. Very solid indeed. All right, well, we're 20 miles from home. Let's go ahead and take her off the AP. And begin our descent. And we'll carry up another bomb load just like that one, and probably finish off the airbase if Chief and Frost don't knock it out while I'm out here doing that. Yeah, they're already putting the work in. The Hellfires are going up. Bonk, there goes the 13. Ready to check 266. Anyone here able to hear me at all? Nope, nothing.
Check 266.
Hey, there you are, 266. I could hear Thessarian. I'm almost back to the base to rearm again. We'll come up against that site, assuming Chief and Frost will finish it off.
Overlord 1-1. Bra 038-450 at 500. Cold.
Heard a microphone trigger on 266, but no sound. No voice, rather.
Low altitude. Low altitude.
Okay, here we go. Let's make it buttery smooth. We are speed. We are Grace. We are JDAMs on your face. Be nice to bring up J sows as well once we get those in the next update. Even if all we get are the kind of the sad, pathetic sprinkle version.
Request refueling. Request rearming. Copy.
Oh yeah, I'm sure Chief and Frost probably have the rest of this cleaned up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more T-55s and a couple Kamazes, and I'm sure they got plenty of gun food to make that happen. And they got another Hellfire too. I think Al Maktoum might actually be cleaned up. So what we're going to do is help them out by attacking this site. Go attack that cloverleaf. Just need a few more 1,000 pounds of gas. And to patiently wait for them to actually be done rearming the jet so that they can get all the smart weapons set up for me. And we will be on our way.
Good.
I heard good.
Might have been me.
Definitely you. Alright, I hope the coffee's done. So it's time to, you know, make the world taste better with Dr. Pepper. Move up to a different brand of caffeine. Okay, so let's think here for a minute. If I drop 4 bombs there for the 38s, and I do 3 bombs with 31s there, I should be able to take out most of those groups. And that will leave me with 2 more of the smaller 38s to put on that site. Not going to be able to solo it in one pass, but we'll be able to make a serious freaking dent. And by the time I get up there and do that, Chief should be rearmed and on the way back.
Refueling complete.
Ooh. Well, no, because I've seen where the bigger bombs have a habit of killing each other when they go in there when they're all tight together. Oh, there we go. Some Hydra tanks. How's that going to resolve? Ooh, good hit. No, I think we'll go up with this loadout. Rearm taxing up. All right. We got this. I think this will actually be the first time we've completely cleaned up Al Maktoum. And all the times that we've managed to fly this, we've just not had the manpower or the time to get a lot of that stuff knocked out. I wonder what Langley's up to. Go see what Langley's up to. A cap exclusive loadout. That is disappointing. But understandable a little bit, I guess. We've not had a whole lot of air threats since the very beginning of this one, mostly because we haven't pushed in to threaten their base or anything at all. .205's wheels up. Okay, so relative to this site that I blew up on the first pass, This tank should be kind of just off the corner of this building. Actually, I think I see them. I think those are them right there. And those are them right there. But, just like was said in On Her Majesty's Secret Service, we got all the time in the world. And we're 45 miles away, so we'll get closer and then we'll start setting up the bombs. Barring that tank, you know, popping an ollie on top of another tank and pointing up into the sky, there's not a lot he can do to threaten me. Also helpful that, you know, it's not Arma 3. Phrase of the day is bees make honey. Oh, hey, there's a tanker. Just crossed through the pod. That was cute. It's casually flying through. Inbound to destroy armor in Al Maktoum. And just to double check myself, T-55s are going to be on the left and the right. Thanks for playing, Tessarian. Appreciate you being on. Strong work today. Cruise just a little closer there. Make sure all of our bombs are within reach. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Ripple 4 T-55s. Al Maktoum. And with that payload delivered, we start shopping for more targets. Like this guy. And this guy. And these two jokers. And this guy, because he looks like he's got something spinny on top of him. And this guy, because he's out in the middle of the road blocking traffic. Alright, we're well within range. Pickle, pickle. Pickle, pickle, pickle. All bombs released, RTB. Oh, that's sad. I think the GBU 38, the 38s blew one another up. And we're not close enough to actually kill those T-55s. Big sad. Alright, so new plan. We're going to come up with nothing but the heavy stuff. We'll drop one bomb on both of those targets for the T-55s. And then drop more heavies here in the center. But we should be able to make that happen here pretty quick. That is the AWACS. Flying cold. His bombs landing very short was a little disappointing. But we will go ahead and make another pass at it, and that's all we can do. There's not really a lot of heavy stuff there. Chief and Frost might be able to knock down some of that. Looks like Langley made it back to Aldefira. Yeah, still got all my lights on. What's the name of this base again? Defira. 10 miles for the overhead, Altafira. No, Shepard. What in the stuttery step nonsense is this? Oh, DCS, don't crash on me now. We were so close. Or mayhaps the server. Or mayhaps my own connection. Yep, connection timed out. Alright. A little rude, but we can rejoin. And in the time frame it would have taken me to rearm, we'll be started up and on our way. Oh, the server died. Alright, well, lame. But I think that's probably where we're going to pin the stream, at least for now. I do want to go back up now, because if the server's dead, it's going to reset it, which is not as good. But I do like the flying, so I'll probably be up to fly here in just a little bit, but I need to take a short break for lunch. I want to thank everybody for watching, all my subscribers, all my followers. Love you guys. You guys are the best. Appreciate it. It does help the channel in every way, shape, fashion, and form. And which brings me to the end credits. If subscriptions aren't your thing, I understand that, but if you want, you can always buy me a coffee. I will use the money for coffee. You can do that at coffee.com/PylamJRomar. And you can do YouTube. Watch this and other VODs. That'll be updated again here very shortly with @PylamRomar. And of course, our usual events that we've got. Saturdays, I do DCS in the mornings. Monday evening, starting at 9 p.m., we do classic game stream. I do a lot of really old school DOS-based games and even some games from other platforms via emulators like Atari for the 520 and 1040 ST. I got a fair bit of those from my childhood. Fridays, we do Arma 3 and a host of other little things there, starting at 6 p.m. with Faye and the Hunt. And I do other streams during the week as well, as long as energy and everything else permits, for a lot of other games, especially like Star Citizen things, which are very popular right now, according to Twitch. So I'll be looking to do a little bit more of that, especially once the new salvage stuff gets in. With that, though, I hope you enjoyed watching this morning. Appreciate everybody coming up. Shout out to the Pantheon Initiative crew, all of you folks, even Langley, who doesn't have his tags on, which is sad. Very sad. Should fix that. But all of you folks, very much appreciate it. Appreciate the Battle of Dubai here this morning, and we will catch up with you later on. Always ask for consent. Try to communicate with your partners the best you can, and try genuinely be decent people. Pile them out.